All right, good people. Well, I got the wrong page. It's this page. Pardon me. All right, good people. So look, when we're doing these, I'm gonna skip 13. Not worried about seconds and minutes. I feel like that's a one that we can kind of do in our head. Okay, same thing. How we were doing some of the first problems, we're gonna be answering these similar. Okay, so if I have 5 yards and we're trying to figure out which one is greater, less than, or equal to, okay, using inequalities. Okay, can somebody tell me how many inches are in a yard? It's 36. Okay, you know that, right? So we're going to put that proportion, okay, or that conversion, and we're going to create a proportion. Sometimes I'll be getting those words. Pardon me if I do that. Okay, so we're going to use that conversion and we're going to set up a proportion, right? Okay, so you said, so we said that there are 36 inches in 1 yard, right? Okay, so I set up a proportion. Now, okay, yes, this says yard. Yes, this side says inches, but when we set up our proportion like this, okay, we're dealing in inches. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to cross multiply here. Okay, now that's 1 yard, 175 inches. Okay, so that's 175 inches. Okay, now for our other side, we're going to do 5 yards. If we were converting that times 36 inches, and we're dealing in inches, how many inches would that be? So 36 times 5. 180. That's 180 inches. Okay, now we're dealing with inequality. So 5 yards is 180 inches, and then 175 inches. So obviously 5 yards is greater than. Okay, so 5 yards would be greater than 175 inches. Okay, and it's all coming from setting up a proportion. Okay, but remember, I'm not a monolith in math. I don't care how you get your answers. Okay, if you got a better way or easier way that works for you, do that. Okay, but if you're struggling with it, I think this is like one of the easiest ways that you can do this. Okay, all right, for this next one, we got 800 millimeters, and then we have 80 centimeters. Okay, so can somebody tell me how many millimeters are in a centimeter? Hmm? Good. Okay, so 10 millimeters, okay, for every 1 centimeter. Okay, and now I've set up my proportion. Same thing. What are we dealing with in this problem? We're dealing with what? Millimeters. Okay, we're gonna deal with millimeters. Okay, so when I times here, what's 10 times 80? That's 800 millimeters. Okay, and then here I got 800 times 1 is what? 800 what? Millimeters. Okay, these two are equivalent. Okay, these two would be equivalent. Okay, so like I said, we've been working on our proportions for a while. So if you still are struggling with the proportions, like I said, we'll be at least doing this for the rest of the week. We'll try to get better at that. Okay, but use your conversion sheets. Okay, use those, and then as we're going along throughout the week, try your best to start memorizing some of these if you can. Okay, for this next one, we got pounds and ounces. Okay, so we got to think, ladies. Okay, thank you. So how many ounces are in a pound? It's 16 ounces in a pound, right? So 1 pound, and LB is the abbreviation for pound. Okay, so 1 pound is 16 ounces. Okay, once again, which measurement are we dealing with in this problem? We're dealing with ounces. So when you cross multiply, you're going to write your answer as what? Ounces. Okay, so we got 1 and 42. So 1 times 42 is what? 42. So that's 42 ounces. Okay, then we got 2 times 16. That's what? 32 ounces. Easy money. Okay, so that means 42 ounces is greater than 2 pounds. Okay, once you guys get your conversions down, it'll be a lot easier. You can just multiply. Okay, but until we can kind of memorize some of these, I'm telling you this will be the best way for you to do this one. Okay, now this one is probably one of the most challenging because we are going from kilometers to centimeters. Okay, so the first thing that you got to think of, I need to go from kilometers to meters. Once again, when you see that prefix kilo, what number should you be thinking? 1,000. Okay, so 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. Okay, that's not centimeters. So then 1 centimeter equals what? Not 100,000. You got a 100 what? And I said that wrong. I said 1 meter. Excuse me. My bad, Sailor. You was right and I was wrong. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. My bad. I said that wrong. Okay, so in order to go from kilometers to centimeters, we got to times these. Okay, so that's like us saying 100 times 1,000, which is what? 100,000. So remember I was saying that earlier? That's how I got 100,000 because I converted kilometers to meters. Then we went from meters to centimeters. So that's really 100,000 centimeters. Okay, so our conversion would be 1 kilometer, 100,000 centimeters. Okay? Yay? Y'all understand that? So we're dealing with what? Centimeters. Okay, 1 times 6,100 would be good, and that's centimeters. And then 6 times 100,000 is a huge number. 600,000 centimeters. Okay, 6 kilometers is a whole lot more than 6,100 centimeters. Okay, y'all with me or not? I mean, you definitely could have estimated that, but remember, some people are not. We're refreshing ourselves on some of these units of measure. Well, it's dealing with length. Some of them are dealing with weight. Okay, so like I said, this is kind of a refresher. But as you do more of these, I think, like I said, y'all be good. Okay, for this next one, so how many grams are in a milligram? Anybody? No, you don't got it. It's 1,000. Good. So that's crazy. 1 gram, 1,000 milligrams. Okay. Remember, our answer is going to be in what? Milligrams. Okay, so when I times 450 in 1 gram, that's 450 milligrams. Okay. 3 times 1,000, 3,000 milligrams. See, it's not that bad. It's all about understanding your conversions, your original conversions. What are those? Then you set up proportions. Okay, the only difference between these, we have 4 numbers. So we're not finding that last number, okay, like we were doing in our other one. Okay, we have our conversion for both. So it's kind of like you're using the butterfly method. Okay. All right. How many pints are in a quart? Somebody said it. Good. So 1 quart is actually 2 pints. Okay. So our answer is going to be in pints. So I cross multiply here. Well, 6 times 1. So it's 6 pints. 3 times 2. These two would be equal to each other. They're equivalent. Good. Y'all cooking? Good. Yes, ma'am. So if you notice, each one I'm going to the smallest unit of measure. So if I'm dealing with feet and inches, inches is smaller. So we deal in inches. I'm dealing with millimeters and centimeters, millimeters is smaller. So we basically took our larger unit of measure and made it equivalent to our smaller unit of measure. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Great. You getting these right? You getting these right? Good job. Using this, or are you estimating because you understand your units of measure? You estimated? Did you do a little bit of math? You show me something? Okay, as long as you show me something. Remember, I'm not a monolith. I don't care. Just show me something. Okay, it's too much AI and stuff for us not to show some type of math. Okay, good job, Ava B. That's good. All right, for 20. So once again, how many liters in kiloliter? Good.
Great job, Sal.
Okay. Going to cross multiply. So that would have been what's that? 3,500? No, that's actually 35,000. Pardon me. And I did this. Wait. I did this one wrong. Let's try this one again. So this one would have been, let's mark this out. For number 20, if I got 35 liters, 2 kilometers. My bad, y'all. There we go. I did them backwards. Because that's 1,000 liters. It would have looked like this. There we go. Because I feel like I seen some people, they was like, whoa, 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 whoa. My bad, I did those backwards. Okay, so 1,000 times 2, that would have been 2,000 liters. And then 35. So obviously 2,000 is great. You got that one too? That's good. That's really good. All right, man, y'all gotta know this one. How many feet are in a yard? 12 is crazy. That's inches. Wait, no, that's inches and that's inches.
Oh yeah,
it's 3. It's all good. Yeah, 12 is crazy. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
What's that sound?
Yeah, that was crazy, fam.
The other one got that one too.
This? The way you're in the video.
Yeah, that one worked better.
It's the same thing. The only difference is it's 4 numbers because I'm not finding the 4th number. I have it already. You get what I mean? In the last one, we would get 10 millimeters, 800 millimeters, 80 cent, and then we would have to figure out the other number. So it's just a little bit different. Okay, guys, give me a second. Last one. So, how many centimeters are in
100.
How many centimeters? Yeah, 110.
And I think so when I think of cent, the prefix CENT, I think of century, which is 100 years, right?
Yeah.
A century?
Yes. I'm sorry. Are you smart? I thought it was 10.
That's a decade, big dog.
Yes, see,
more than a
I
decade
knew
old.
that. I knew it. I was just a baby. So you were granny for real. You a decade old. You more than a decade old. You granny.
Then this is sound like so old.
I'm still 10. Oh, you a decade old. No, I'm not.
You're 13.
Guys, I'm only a decade old.
You got that one too?
Yeah.
All right, good people. So look, check me out. Okay. Remember, can I get nonverbal 0 to 5? 0, Mr. says I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just now learning. And this is our first day. 3, I'm somewhere in the middle. 5, this is the easiest thing I've ever did in my life. Be real smooth and easy with your fingers, good people, so I can gauge this, please. I'm missing a couple people. That's not bad. Okay, so maybe that helped a little bit. Okay. All right, not bad. So listen, I just need you to finish those last 2. Y'all got a freckle assignment. It's 10 questions. It's kind of like an exit ticket. If you don't finish it in class, just finish that for homework. The converting units of measure is what I want y'all to do today. remember those other freckles from last week. If you didn't finish those, you got until Thursday. Okay, I'm gonna be putting those in this week. By Thursday, it's gonna be a 0. Okay, if you haven't been doing them. Okay, but not bad. Pretty good job.
Can I use your statement?
Sure.
I have 2 questions for you.
I have 2 answers.
No, actually, I have